Well, so how about some good news to get you going on a Monday? We all remember last month when Josh Allen opened up about the death of his grandmother after a Bills win, and fans responded with donations. Lots of donations to a cause near and dear to his heart, Oshai Children's Hospital, which even named a wing after Patricia Allen. Fans got it above 700,000. And today, a St. Louis businesswoman who just happens to be from Buffalo kicked in another 200 grand to get it past the 1 million mark. And she is joining us live to talk about that tonight. We're welcoming in Sue McCollum, beverage CEO and lifelong Bills fan. Sue, so many people have been inspired by your generosity. They tell us these are the kinds of stories that need to be told. So thanks for taking the time to be with us tonight.
Well, thank you. I actually think it's the other way around. So I'm thanking the people who supported this fund, who have done what they can to help the kids at Oshai, and just knowing I could be part of it was inspirational. It's what the Bills Mafia did. It's what the people from my hometown did. So thank you to everyone for showing people how Buffalo shows up.
And certainly Oshai is overjoyed to get past this 1 million mark. Now I want to ask you, what inspired you to give, and how is this donation going to help?
I was inspired to give truly because so many other people did. And I think all great things start, when one person follows an act of kindness with another act of kindness. So this really is pay it forward, but it's more than that. This gift is in honor of my mom and dad, Joan and Dan McCollum. So the gratitude goes to them, to the family they created, but also my niece, son is treated at Oshai Hospital. And if you hear the story of Colleen and Jack, you will know what a wonderful thing they do for children, and how often that it's the hospital, it's the last access point for these kids. And it's not just about the surgeries or the treatments, it's about how the families and the children are supported. And how when Jack goes to the hospital, it's a day he looks forward to. It's not a day he fears, and he's been treated since he's been 2.5 years old. That is powerful, and it is in gratitude to the hospital for what they're doing for Jack. It's in gratitude to the people of Buffalo who've supported it, and I'm just glad I could be a part of it and honor my parents by doing so.
So often we do stories like this, people say two things. They say, this is amazing, and they also say, I'm not surprised, that's Buffalo. And it seems that there's a pull that goes beyond home and family, and I don't even sure if I dare say this, but beyond football. What is it for you that makes this community so special for you to want to give back in such a significant way?
Well, it's where I grew up. So my roots are in Buffalo, and Buffalo defines us. I tell people that if you had to walk to school both ways up a hill because it snowed so much, that will define who you are and how you look at life. And I think people in Buffalo are persistent. I think they're resilient. I think they can gather as a community like no other community, because it starts as simply as just pushing the car in front of you out of the snow. And when your days start like that, and when a sunny day is a day that brings joy, but a cloudy day is just a normal one, that changes your view of life. So I think being from Buffalo is special. And I think the people from Buffalo are special. And I think that when I think about what I've been able to accomplish at times, I think it's just because of where I grew up, and because of my family, and because the unity and the community I experienced with my family, but on Sundays going to Buffalo Bills games.
And I want to switch it up really quickly here. We just have a few minutes. Let's talk football. You're one of a lot of Bills fans who are now outside the Buffalo area. You've been watching the run this team is on this year. What's it like being a fan and celebrating with fans all over the country?
It's great. It's always great being a Bills fan, though, because, it's like my job is to find new fans everywhere I can. And, very few people don't really like a Bills fan. They may feel sorry for you. They might be like, really? You're still a Bills fan? Couldn't you have picked another team? But I'm like, no. And see, now they understand why. And not just because of the Bills' record this year, but because what the Bills Mafia shows the world, that we show up.
Go Bills, that's for sure.
Go Bills.
We've been chatting with Sue McCollum, who's helped add 1 million more reasons to love Bills Mafia. Sue, thank you again for being with us, and Happy New Year.
Thank you, and Happy New Year, and go Bills.
Thanks so much. And thanks everybody for watching. Remember to keep texting us your questions and your comments, 716-849-2200. And Kelly's back with Channel 2 News at 6.